Coming to you live from the ACCUSTATS Arena here at Caesars, Southern Indiana, it's the 2023 Derby City Classic and 24th annual installment of the All-Around Billiards Championships. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all here in attendance tonight, and thank you to all that are tuning in from abroad around the world. This event wouldn't be possible without Diamond Billiard Products, Aramith Balls, Simonis Cloth, Master Chalk, and Outsville Inc. So thank you very much to their continued support of this game. We're dwindling down to our final few players in the 9-ball and coming to you soon, the 1-pocket finals after this. Without further ado, let us introduce our two competitors right now. First up, coming to us from Dover, Ohio originally, he's a 2013 Derby City Classic Straight Pool champion, Team USA member versus Russia in the Dream Challenge of 2019. Sponsored by Pro Pool Academy, it's Max Eberle. And his opponent, not an easy one, large mountain to climb. Coming to us from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the reigning world 9-ball champion, 5-time US Open champion, sponsored by Q-Tech and Rasan. It's the one and only Shane Van Boening. Gentlemen, you may come up to the table to lag for first break. At this time, I'd send it up to the booth to Josh Roberts and Bobby Chamberlain in our commentary. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, Josh, how you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Here's the lag. Shane looks pretty good. Eberle's is slowing down. Wait a minute now. It's pretty close.
Yeah, Shane by a half an inch.
Oh, okay. I was about to say all you have to do is get some balls and put them behind them, and then you can see the gap a little bit better.
All right, folks, we're getting down. We're about 20 players left in the 9-ball tournament. We have a 1-pocket final that's going to come up after this, which will be Tony Chohan and Jonathan. He's going by Pinniger. And this match here is going to be Shane Van Boening against Mad Max Eberle. We are live from Caesars, Southern Indiana, Elizabeth, Indiana, and it is going to be a great match here. Shane's an awful tough opponent, Josh. He's just seasoned. Max has been around for a while. Do you think he could withstand some firepower from Shane?
I don't know. I think it depends on the first couple of racks. If he gets a good look, maybe he'll have a chance. But if Shane starts out quickly where he's got pressure to try to answer him, then I think it'll be a little tough. It really depends on the first couple breaks to set the tone, I would say. And there's the wing ball flying in. And he's going to have a clean shot on the 1.
And the 2 will go by the 7.
He's got a nice angle to just shoot the 2 in the opposite in the lower left down here. If he just shoots the 1 and slide over just below the side there and shoot the 2 in the opposite corner. I would say he needs to pass the straight in line so he's going toward the 3 naturally and not toward the 7.
Yep.
And he almost did. Did he? Did he cross it?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's across it. So he can stun over to the right side rail to get to that 3-ball pretty easily. And 4 is not close to anything, so he should be able to play shape on that. Nice shot. Good shape to go back to the middle of the table.
That's exactly right. The 5's close to hold. Doesn't have to do anything fancy.
Oh, he shorted it. He shorted it here. Oh, this is a thin cut. I'm not even sure if I'm Shane that I shoot this. I'm not sure that I take the chance here.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a thin
just
cut.
go back and forth 3 rails and get out there. I would take it. The 5's close to the hole.
You would take this shot?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's a thin cut to hang in the hole on tight pockets. I think, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on how confident he is. It's a pressure shot. And he hit it well. Watch out, 9-ball.
9-ball.
There it is. Good shot. Good call there.
Yeah, I mean, these are now on that 10-foot table. That would have been a little even more harder. with the 4 and 1/8 inch pocket and bigger table. You got to think. I mean, you guys, when you're shooting, you're the favorite almost every time when you shoot. So the wide open table, and you got a chance to win. I'm sure you don't want to duck too much.
Right, right. Well, I mean, I don't know. It looked a little thinner on the TV than it probably was because he hit it pretty confident. So anyway, draw back out to the middle, past the middle of the table, rather.
Somewhere where he's at now would be good. He's going back for the side.
Oh, he went all the way back to the side pocket. I guess that's more comfortable. You get the speed right a little bit better if you hit the rail.
Well, he just shorted the ball before getting to the.
You're right.
Getting to the 4.
He did hit it a little weak.
Yeah.
All right, so nice recovery by Shane, cutting that ball in. And he went back and forth. Good
The one
finish.
thing about this format here, this is not alternate to break. So you get behind in a match, you certainly can come back. Yeah, so unlike alternate break, you get down 3 or 4 games, you're pretty much just about done. It's hard to come back from being down so much. First rack going to Shane here. There's a lot of tournaments now where, you know, they're having to cut the balls here.
Yeah. Whoa. You see that? Looking down in the racks, look at the 3-8 there. It looks like the 3 is not on the 8. Maybe is that just an illusion? Looks like there's a gap. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Oh, no, on the big screen, I guess it looks tight. It looks tight. All right, well, let's see what this break looks like.
Well, the 8 goes flying off the table. We know why.
He's breaking from the wrong side to actually make the 8.
All right, the wing ball got knocked out, but the one went in the side.
And look at the 2 ball coming right over. Okay, well, not in the best spot. I can't see whether does it clear the 4.
Yes.
It does clear the 4, but it's tight. He's got to hit it and go across the table and come all the way back across the spot. I don't think the 3 passes the 8.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. It's pretty close. He did take a look at it. We'll know when he's shooting this shot.
If he didn't want to shoot, he'd have an easy safety rolling up behind that 4 ball.
Looks like he's really going after this. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to load it up, force it over to that left rail, and back out.
I mean,
Oh, no, I guess it does go.
Yeah, well, he must go past now. He hit it perfect.
Yeah, I guess it does go.
So he's going to draw his way back out of this picture.
Yep.
6 balls left, and a pretty easy layout.
Yep. Just out to the middle here. He wants to keep a nice angle on this 4 to go to the 5. I think the 5 passes the 6. But if he gets too straight, he can play short side as well.
One thing's for sure, he's not going to bump any balls here. There's nothing left.
Okay, well, he did play short side.
Keep it simple. Should be able to go back. Oh, he left a different angle now. I thought he was going to get down to the 8.
Yeah, he can still come right back down the middle. He could back it out, too, but he could end up with more angle than he wants. See, he came right back down the table. He didn't come down the middle, though. I kind of like the shape going to the side rail and back out to the middle.
Yeah, that's just 2 rails hitting and go past the side. You like not to do that.
But, I mean, you know, it's fine as long as he gets out, right? He made it look easy.
Yeah, it was strange that he left the cube on the rail there. He was forcing it, but he should be okay.
Well, from this distance, yeah. Not too worried about it. He probably wasn't trying to do that, but for right there, it doesn't matter too much. You know, when I was playing in this tournament, I was watching some of the players play, and I figured out how to make the wing ball, like, really easy. Like, Shane's hitting the ball hard, but you don't have to. Like, you can actually hit the ball a lot softer than you think, and that wing ball just goes right in.
Well, the other thing, too, there's no break rules.
Right.
That's the one thing that they don't have in this tournament. You don't have to have 3 balls go past the side pocket or the head string, so you can soft break. So if you happen to practice on the table and you go in and hit 3 or 4 racks before your opponent gets there, and you can get used to the break, that's what you would want to try to do.
Right.
If I only had 2 minutes to practice, I certainly would do nothing but breaking the balls. All right. First 2 racks are down in their run. And Shane's coming back here. He's another cut break, so Follow the 2 ball to third ball on the rack. See if that goes, or the one on the side. Those are the 2 biggest ones that can go in. And he made both of them. And does he have a shot on the 3?
Watch out, 8 ball. They closed up. The gap closed up. I don't think he has a shot on it. Looks like the 7 is in the way. So he'll be pushing out here.
I think he does see it.
You think he sees it?
Yes.
Oh.
It's close.
Oh.
Let's see how he's cueing. The 4's laying in the hole, so if he don't got to do a whole lot with this, but he does got to get away from the 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, well, the way he's cueing it certainly says he can make it. Wow, he had a clean shot at it. I thought the 7 got in the way.
Well, the 7 ball is going to be an issue this rack, though, too.
I don't think so. It goes in both side pockets. Where the 6 is laying, it looks like it's pretty easy to fall below it, shoot it inside. And it may pass the 9. It's close. It may pass the 9 in the corner, but I think it's easy enough shape on the side if he gets on the 6. Really, he could play either side, but going to the short side is a little more chance of getting hooked. So I can't see what kind of angle he has. Looks like he can draw out of here. I would fall short of the straight in line and draw down to that side pocket off the 6.
Well, if the 7 goes past the 9, that's a good idea. If the 7 goes past the 9, you should just draw this cue ball back about 6 inches. All right, and then just go 1 rail back across. And that's delicate going 1 rail to the second rail, and you're going to be close to the side pocket here if you do that. If the 7 doesn't pass the 9, he's going to do what you say, and he's going to put the cue ball down by the table spot.
I think it passes the 9, but it looks tight. Looking at the screen, it looks really tight.
If he's hitting down on the ball, he's going toward the side.
Yeah, he may be going to the short side. Oh no, he just made sure he went in between them and he shorted it there.
Sure did.
He shorted
that 9 ball was a big ball to him. He was really in a position that he wasn't too sure. He didn't commit to that shot.
Right.
By cutting this ball, he's going to hit the top of the 8. It looks like unless he misses it. If he does, he's going to be hitting it thin. He'd like to run into the 8 full.
I think he will hit it full if he just cuts it right in. I think he hits it full and banks. Okay, he's drawing it, so he's not going to hit it full. He's drawing the ball. He overcut it to hit it thick. He overcut it to hit the 8 thick. So Max is going to have a chance. First chance at the table and a good look at a little 3 ball out to get on the board here.
Yeah, I play a lot of straight pool in that. And anytime you see balls that are shaped into a triangle, you don't got to move the ball very much. And Max just really has got elementary out here.
Right, just make it. Looks like he got real straight on this, so he'll have to just roll forward from where the 8 is and take the shot from there, a little angle on the 9.
Yeah, there's no reason to punch this ball and go to the rail.
Right, just roll it. I would just take it right from where it lays, just let it roll. Okay, he punched it down.
Yeah.
It didn't look like he had an angle. It looked like he was like really straight where he couldn't do that.
Yeah, I think he just fabricated an angle. In small pockets, it's risky. I think Shane shot that 7 ball with bottom. I think a lot of it was the aiming part, too, because he was hitting bottom right. Very seldom you see a Shane miss. But I can tell you, he left Max out. It was almost going to be 3-0. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah.
One thing Max don't want to do, Josh, is get behind in this match any more than a game or two if he wants to have a chance.
Well, definitely not. But, I mean, winner break format, if either one of them were to find that little good break spot where they're getting a shot on the 1 after the break and pocketing the ball, could be bad for either one with the winner break format. So, obviously, Shane has a higher gear than Max when the balls start falling right. But I would say it's all about that break. If you can get a shot after the break and control the table at least, even if you can't run out.
Well, let's see Max's break. He's gone this deep in the tournament for a reason. Hopefully he does well here.
All right. Right, so he overcut it. Oh, he got a late ball, and the one's sitting by the pocket, but I think the 5's in the way. Yeah, I'm sure the 5's in the way. He's going to have to push out of this and leave Shane something to try to maneuver. I know he's not thinking about kicking this ball, is he? Got to push out here.
Yeah, you got to push out to a tough spot. All right, folks, there's 16 players left in this tournament. It's a long ways from 526 plus rebuys. He's got a point hook himself. Shane's not. I don't even know if he's going to get up out of his chair. He's going to pass it.
Isn't it? I mean, he has to like spin it really, really long around that, in front of that 5 to get it to hit.
Max is looking like he can. He's aiming at thinking he can cut this ball in.
Really?
You know.
Huh.
The best thing he can do is try to get that cue ball or the 1 ball down behind that 4 and 2 somehow.
Right.
And he needs to thin it on the small side here to get down there with the cue ball.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to go towards that pocket though. He did it, and the points caught him, but he got away with it though.
The best he could.
Yeah, he got away with it.
I don't think he's going to like the next shot he's going to be shooting.
No. Do you like going 2 rails under the 4-9?
Up and hit that rail, go back across to the second diamond, and get down underneath the 4.
Mm-hmm. That's like that. He cut the 1 a little thin there. He's going to get through the gap. Ooh, the 4 saved him. The 4 saved him. If that 4 wasn't there, he would have rolled right in that gap where Max could see the 1. I don't know.
He's also kicking elevated here.
Yeah, I don't know. I might masse this if I'm him. I feel like I can hit the right side of the ball a little better. You only have to curve it a small amount. Oh, look at this. He gets away with it. The 5 got big for him.
That's 2 back-to-back shots. He's gotten fortunate not to leave Shane an open shot to have a chance to run out.
Yeah. He's left it pretty tough, the 2-rail angle, to get out of it and get the separation. That 2 ball is kind of in the way to get back up the table with the cue ball, so he'd have to go under the 1.
Tough to hit that second rail up by the 1 and move something around.
All right, so he went under, and he got away with it.
Yeah.
I think Max can see a piece of it, though. He's got a good piece of it. Maybe he can play safe somehow, thin it. I don't know. I might thin this ball and try to leave the 1 ball somewhere around where it is now and just use the 3-6 as blocker.
The problem is if he hits the 1 ball back across and leaves Shane any part of the ball, you know he's going to be buried behind the 2 and 4 or 8 or all that junk that's over there. I mean,
that's why I was saying just thin it and leave the 1 ball in that area and use that 3-6 as a blocker.
I would try to hit the 4 toward, or the 1 toward the 4 somehow.
See, I just thought he had to hit it too thin to hide it, and he did. See, look, he left a piece where Shane can thin this ball and get back out of there. Now, he has to watch out for this 6-3. He might
Can
clip
he hit full ball?
I think he can. Yeah, he might be able to get the 1 out of there and leave the cue ball down there under the 4-9, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he can hit full ball, I like him trying to aim to hit this ball 3 rails on the side almost, you know?
Right.
Almost like he's banking to that first side.
Right.
And get that 1 ball short of the 5 and have the 4-9 kind of cover it.
Yeah.
You don't want to go for the whole home run here. Just stick to cue ball. All right, well, it's pretty good.
He just kept it simple. I think he just made sure he bumped that 4 ball fully.
And folks, to let y'all know, the tournament rules here are no jump cues. And you cannot jump with your break cue. If you say like you're having a phenolic tip or anything, you have to use your playing cue to jump. Wow.
A hit.
Wow, and did not get a great roll. If he didn't hit the side pocket point, he would have been right there.
What a hit.
He continued to shoot.
A little tough to play safety there. He's got to try to kick the 2 ball through that gap. Right?
Well, he's looking at that. To me, it looks like he can thin the side of the 2, but evidently he's already looked at it and he can't.
I think
because he's looking
so
at kicking.
thin.
He's looking at kicking behind it.
Yeah, it's so thin that you take a chance of missing the whole ball. I don't like it when it's that thin, and that's
He might
all
kick,
you
he
can
might
hit
kick
of it.
this up in the corner. Close.
Oh, too much speed. It's coming back. It's not going to slow down. Oh, it slowed down just enough to give Shane a piece of it.
The 3 might go past the 6 here. Not sure. We'll find out.
I think all he can do is just
Well, I don't
thin
know.
this and try to lay on the
I
rail.
don't think he can make the 2. No, he can't make it.
No, he could just nick it, and he's just got to lay on the rail. Looks like he's got to try to go behind the 5 here.
Well, if he's going to go behind the 5, I like going to the back rail
Yeah.
the whole way instead of just trying to get one and leave him a piece of it. I don't like to try to trap him behind the 1 ball. He did, though. He felt
Well,
good
it's a
about
big ball from there, I thought. He almost let it slip out.
That's
but
what I was
it's
saying.
good.
He could end up leaving the 9 ball because he wasn't going to have any movement. Well, it's 2-1 here. It's plenty early.
A lot of pool left.
Plenty.
So does he have to mass A this ball, or does he have a piece of it? Looks like he has a piece of the top of it, maybe.
He's aiming like he can just shoot it straight in.
Oh, okay. Came all the way
see
out.
if he elevates his cue. No, he's going to swerve it like you're saying.
Looks like he's jumping a piece of it.
He's up in the air pretty good.
He
Wow.
did jump it. Got away with it, too. Look at the
he's
hook.
right behind the 4.
Yeah, got the hook.
Little smirk from Shane there.
Well, Shane's got a kick here. He can kick this kind of towards the side up the table and go back under the 4-8 with the cue ball, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Unless you hit it dead square on the top, then you're gonna leave some
Right
gap
there.
here.
Snugged it. Beautiful shot.
That'll take care of
He
business.
snugged it on him. Wow. Beautiful shot by
The
Shane.
price of pool just went up.
That's right. So even the 2-rail kick is hard. Like to hit a 2 rails, he'd have to hit the inside of the 2 with his cue ball going towards that pocket he's standing at.
Well, he's going to have to shorten the ball if he's hitting in the back rail first. He is also elevated because he'd have to clear the side pocket. If he goes in front of the side pocket, he's not going to have the angle to hit the 2.
And he looks like he's trying to go 1 rail or either go behind the 2 and hit the back rail
There's not going
first.
to be any momentum. The cue ball is going to lose its speed, even if he did hit it.
Yeah, I knew he'd have to clear the side. That's why I was saying he'd be hitting the inside of that 2 going towards the pocket, which is the 2-rail angle he had.
Yeah, there's no way he could have just conceded ball in hand and tied any balls up either because he was just stuck on top of the 4.
Right, he had him snugged up pretty good. All right, so I believe the 4 passes, it goes in both pockets down. So I would stay out in the middle and shoot the 4 past the 8. There you go. And 2 rails back across the middle for the 5.
Yeah, he wants to come on the. He wants to dig this one deep and go real close to the corner pocket here. So he goes on the.
So you're getting near the side pocket, right?
Yeah, inside the 6. Yeah, you didn't want to go the other way.
Don't get straight. You need a little angle. All right, so side pocket here or back out to the middle for the corner?
Yeah, right. Yeah, just right back out to the middle. I agree with you.
Perfect. All right, just pocket this ball and stay off the rail here when you got some control. No problem. A little more angle than he wanted, I think, but it's fine. 2 rails back out on top.
Yep, sort of like the one that he had just shot. A little short here.
Yeah, he babied it, didn't he? See, when I'm shooting that shot, I kind of like going to the 3rd rail almost, or at least kind of approaching it pretty good. This is a thin cut here.
This is much thinner than the one we talked about earlier.
Right, a little higher up, too.
I still think he's going to shoot it. I don't think he's going to. The only safety is to hit the middle of the back rail. I still think he's going to slice this one in, or he's going to attempt to, for sure.
Well, I like this one a little bit better because he can at least put the cue on the back rail, too.
Wow.
He didn't even think about that. He just cut it right in. Beautiful. I guess I play too much one pocket when I see something I'm way out of line, I get a little.
Yeah, you see that shot playing one pocket, and that's your hole. You're thinking 2 rails across, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking. Even when I'm playing 9-ball, if I shoot that shot, I use a lot of outside and I put them on the back rail just in case I miss. That's just one pocket thinking. You always have in the back of your mind, in case I miss, I want to be up here. You know?
Well, if you put them in the center back rail, center to center, you're 70% chance that the guy is not going to make the ball. and you're more than 50% chance you're going to have a shot that you're going to end up having a shot that you can make the ball.
Right.
So that the center to center is always a good thing, especially if you leave the guy the full money, the whole distance.
Right. And, you use the help in English, so that kind of helps you cut it too, right? You use the outside spin.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that shot there, the only thing he was going to have to do is he would have maybe had to go to the second rail, the side rail to get to the center back.
Oh, yeah, Z shape, right down to the bottom rail. Yeah.
But that wasn't in. He was already warmed up from the first rack, I guess, so he was ready to cut that ball in. Great shot.
Well, he's been practicing quite a bit today. He hit balls for quite a few hours, so he's just warmed up and ready to go.
Well, it's 3-1 Shane Van Boening over Max Eberle.
He's putting the 2-ball on the wing every time, huh? I guess that's so you can't play shape on it?
Well, the referee is supposed to, random rack.
Well, Max has got a long, tough shot here, and he's got to force it out to even get a shot unless he's going to play the gap in between the 4-6, which I don't recommend.
Oh, boy, just pocketing the first ball here is tough.
There's no point in pocketing it if you can't get another shot, but it does look like there's a decent gap in between the 4-6 if he could, kill it right off the 8. Just draw into the 8.
Pretty straight, I think, is he?
He has a soft angle.
Oh, okay.
He really kind of jammed it a little bit. A little tight, long shot. It's a tough shot.
Well, Max, let your cue ball meet the 2-ball because I think you're going to go in that direction behind it here.
You don't think he cuts this ball?
He might cut it and go up and down the table, though.
I mean, as much as he's cutting that one on the side, I think this one is almost a little easier. It was more distance, but it's further off the rail. He can roll it, natural shape.
I don't think he wants to hit another ball. Just if he's
just go straight up the table.
Yeah,
right
up and down.
Oh, this guy's feeling real accurate. I tell you, he's got quite a few hours of practice today. He was down there this morning hitting balls.
Most people that shot that would just hit the rail. They wouldn't use any outside and just try to come straight up and down. He hit that ball and brought that angle back past the side. He was feeling it. Let's see if he lets his stroke out a little bit here. And get
he has to if he wants a decent one on the 3.
The 4-ball's in a tough spot.
Beautiful spot. He hit it clean. The 4 passes.
The 4 passes, he's looking pretty good.
It definitely passes. Now, I don't know about how much where he can comfortably stroke it because the 5 doesn't pass the 7, so he has to get on the side pocket for the 5. So he's getting nice and close. Notice position where he can draw it back. He's getting nice and close. And his shoulders dropped a little bit. I don't think he's pleased.
Not happy. Yeah.
I don't think he's pleased. He may have to go forward with this with some inside or either outside and swing over to the short side of the 5.
Yeah, he can go 2 rails and go between the 5 and 8. He looks like he's
still drawing it. He's still drawing it.
Trying to draw past the 8.
Into the 8.
Well, yeah, we're into the 8, yeah. All right. He wants to miss the 7 here.
All right, he's back out to good line shape now. So 1 rail back over to the left side of the table here. Oh, he's drawing it over there. He's feeling real comfortable with that. Okay, no, he's going 1 rail.
It's hard to tell. He's got that up and down Parika.
Right.
Used to do that.
He looked like he was queuing up low, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm guilty of that sometimes. I queue up at center ball and then draw it. Like that.
Yeah, you got a long, fluent stroke.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself, when you're playing 1 pocket instead of rotation, that you shorten your stroke up a little bit different?
Oh, yes, certainly, because it's more of a less shooting style in 1 pocket. I mean, like you're doing a lot of moving and, precise moving with that cue ball and that longer stroke doesn't always help with that. Sometimes it's better to shorten it up. It's a good out by Shane.
Sure was. It's 4-1. Max had 1 opportunity at rack, and he gave it back, and Shane took advantage of it. This is race to 9. Shane Van Boening, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, has 4. Max Eberle, you say he's from Dover, Ohio now. He's originally from my state of Virginia. Then he was out in Las Vegas for a while. And
See, look, 2 balls on the wing again, on the opposite side.
Okay, yeah, he's racking in the third ball in.
Maybe in his mind, it's just hard
He
to
used to
play
see the
shape.
2-ball in the back, and then y'all figured it all out after a while what to do with that. So
Right, but when they make a rule, that the 2-ball can go anywhere but the back now, I still think the back is still the most unpredictable spot to play shape on it because
Yeah.
it gets bumped and kicked.
if I had my choice, I'd rack them 1, 2, 3, first 3 balls.
Well, right, but there's a scratch. There's a scratch. Now Max is going to have a good look at this rack. Nothing touching. 5 and 6 are close, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Should be good.
Well, I would say that the 5 is maybe a little bit of a tricky shape.
He should take this 1 ball and roll it over here to the other side instead of drawing back for the 3. I mean, it's easier
Right.
not being in stroke a little bit. He don't want to not draw far enough,
Right. You can pass that line easier or at least get to where you're pretty straight, where you can manipulate it some. And he
That's
did.
good.
He got pretty straight.
He's good. That's a great shot.
The 5 is going to be key shape because if he doesn't get straight on the 5, he's going to have to bump the 6 getting out of there or go forward.
It's strange when the ball's set. There's a small outside possibility that he can end up making the 5, 6, 8, and 9 all in the same pocket.
It's possible.
3 out of 4, I would think.
See, you see how small the gap is in between the 5, 6? Like if he were to get like a little angle on it trying to go out to the 6 in the same pocket, he might clip it. Oh, he's got more. He must see more of the 5 than I thought because he was able to draw it back and go into the
Yeah, I
side
thought maybe
rail
he had where he could clear the 6 and go 2 rails out and play the 6.
No, he went the other way, so he's just going to stun to the left rail above the 9
Yeah.
and back out. Nice stun shot here. A little bit of low outside.
I said if he didn't make all of them in that pocket, he would make 3 of the 4.
Well, I would say he's committed now. He
Yeah.
has to keep shooting in that pocket. He's committed.
All right, good shot.
And you got a nice little angle to just slide right over to the 9. So good finish by Max to bring it back within 2. 2-game loss after this 9-ball.
Yes, this would be 2 games to 1 right now. What's happening? But Max can't go that route to have a chance here. He's going to have to close this gap. He needs to come out with a good break, and hopefully he has a chance to run out and put another game up there.
4-2 on the game count. All right, well, let's see what he can do on this break one more time. He broke dry last time, didn't he?
Yeah, Shane's only made 1 error, that 7 ball. That was it, and he overcut it in the side.
Right. Well, I mean, he missed the ball, but he shorted the shape, really. I thought on that shot that he could have drew past the side, which would have ensured that he had a good shot on the 7. But he decided to hit the side rail and kind of float in between the balls. And
He hit it pretty hard.
Tougher.
I thought that he was going to shoot it and bump the 8 and just bump it down to the back rail and maybe play it across. He hit it hard enough to where the 8 went all around the table.
I agree. I thought he was going to cut it in where the 8 would just hit the rail and come on across where he could shoot in the opposite corner.
I thought he was going to thin the 8. When you said it looks like he hit solid. He hit solid, too. That's what drove the 8 around. Well, the bottom line is he didn't make the 7. And,
Yeah, he way overcut it. Yeah, he almost missed the point. Like he hit it real thin.
I'm not sure what Max was lining up there. He's right on the edge of the break box, close to it. All right, let's see if Max can put down a decent break here. The wing ball nor the 1 went
He's
in.
still overcutting the break a little bit. He's overcutting it some. Got to hit the 1 ball a little bit fuller.
Well, he's fortunate not to give Shane a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he is, and there's no kick safety or anything. He'll have to push out into something that he likes to play safe off of, I would say.
He could push to a kick here.
I think that he would be okay with like pushing the cue ball where like the 9 is and just like laying right on top of it and letting Max to take the cut.
Yeah, or right into the corner pocket. Yeah, I mean, well, let's see the layout of the table. That makes a difference sometimes too. Let's see, 5, 6. The 7 ball's a little tough. Yeah, leaving the cue ball by 9 would be appropriate. This way, he's only going to be able to hit the side of the ball. I think Max will pass this back.
Oh, he went too far. He hooked himself.
He definitely going to pass it back now.
I think he went too far. He may. I don't know. The screen looks a little funny. He may have a gap in there to see it. But it doesn't look easy to play safe.
I think you're right. I think he went too far. He's going to have to kick in
2 rails behind.
2 rails, or he's going to have to swerve this ball. That one ball's about a foot out, so the 2 rail isn't.
No, it's actually kind of nice. It's all right. It's the one he can get right under it and actually stick it.
Just missed the side pocket.
Okay, hit it thin. And if it falls short, he came out smelling like a rose on this. Look at this, right on the rail.
Cue ball's going to freeze.
Wow. Wow.
Max is thinking to himself, I wish I'd have took that shot now.
Yeah, that was a little lucky. He hit that ball thin like that. You know, for those of you listeners, I do believe he was trying to kick that ball 2 rails. He was trying to go under it and kick the 1 up the table. He just got a little fortunate. Yeah, he didn't actually mean to do that, I don't think. Does the extension apply automatically if he gets up?
Yes.
Okay.
You mean if he runs out of time?
Yeah, he ran out of time, but oh, wow, what a cut. Wow, it didn't even look like he'd see enough of that ball. He cut it right in. And he's got another tester to come with.
Now, his extension ran out, so what he'll tell, the referee will tell him if he gets to 10 seconds, he'll tell him 10.
I don't think he used his extension because he was still down on the ball when the clock was going. Isn't that how it works? If you're still down on the shot.
Well, if that happens, maybe the ref slept the clock.
No, Pat and them told me that that's how it works. Like if you're down on the clock when it runs out, it's not a foul unless you try to get up. If you're down actually stroking the ball, then it's okay.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if that's the same in all stuff. I don't think it's the same in like Matchroom or anything, but pretty sure that's the rule here. As long as he's down on the ball. So long, tough shot on the 3. You know, a little bit better than that 1 ball was.
He just shot 2 decent shots in a row. What he's got to do now is just roll this in or go up and down. I'm not sure what he's going to do. If he doesn't feel comfortable with his stroke, he's going up and down the table.
You got to be careful going up and down. You're going to miss the 5, and he did nicely. Beautiful. Got that nice arc to get away from the ball completely.
So I think Shane would have rolled that in because he's a little more in stroke right now. Max hasn't been to the table as much.
Well, not only that, it's a little bit harder to trust that slower roll, right? You get a little bit of a more straight in line if you hit it with a touch more speed.
Well, the table's in good shape, but you don't want to roll to beat you either.
Yeah, you still have to trust it. It doesn't matter whether it's in good shape. You still have to, in your mind, trust it. And you know, when you hit it with more speed, you just get a straighter line. So this is going to be a little bit touchy shape here. He's cutting it thin.
That's really just
Nope,
not
he's on the outside of the line here. It's going to be a little funny. He's going to have to cut that 6 and try to come back and forth.
I really thought he was going to play for the side pocket that whole time.
I didn't think that he was, just because of his angle. He would have had to hit it with a lot of inside and speed. Or, you know, I think the 9 was in the way to like come around and go to the natural, use the rails.
Well, he's got a choice. He can smack it to the rail and come back across, draw it backwards 2 or 3 rails, or high left and 2 rails in and out. He's going to go across, I think.
Tell you the truth, I liked the bank. I like the bank on the cross side and just let your cue ball swing from where he was. Like if you just stun forward just a hair, the cross side bank is pretty easy, and you swing it around and you get under the 7 because I don't think it passes the 8, does it?
I think that's maybe why he left the angle here. The 7 maybe not past the 8.
If he's shooting this, he's got to go 2 rails under it, shoot the 7 in the same pocket.
That's right. Yeah.
Z shape.
He's going to have to come with a good shot here.
Good Z shape.
And then get in the right angle, getting fortunate enough to have the right angle.
Extension.
Yeah. Getting fortunate enough to get the right angle. If he pockets a 6 where he can just stop at the 7 and get to the 8, it's not going to be easy. He's going to really have to come with a good shot here.
Yeah, you just don't stop the stroke. You just got to come all the way back and forth. You know, you got to get back to this rail. Wow, what a shot. And he contacted it good.
And a nice bounce.
Contacted it good. Beautiful shot by Max. Good call.
Yeah, just stay down on this. Don't have to do anything spectacular.
No, you just need to make the ball.
That's it.
Just make the ball.
Just roll it or hit a little bottom right. Either way, he's going to roll it. He's electing to shoot it like this in case he hits a piece of the rail. He may still accept the ball.
Oh, he overcut it?
He sure,
I thought he overcut that ball.
He sure did. I would have played that ball definitely to the right side of the pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I could see he thought he overcut it too. I think he kind of stood up.
A little case of the nerves here. He's got a tweaker here. Like, do I want to just roll it down or do I want to go across? He's sitting here thinking about it. He's got a little bit of a tweaker here. It can go either way.
Would you hit this with a little bit of forced follow and go into the 9 or go across it?
I'm just going to slow roll it and play it across the other corner.
See, I didn't think he had enough.
That would never happen. But
see, that's what I was talking about. I didn't think he had enough speed to slow it down like that to just stay on that side of it.
Oh, okay. I would have just hit it with some left, getting the ball spinning early, and the cue ball would have hit dead when it got there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know the exact thing. I wasn't at the table, but that's what it looked like to me. But he did. He hit the 9, which we wouldn't have probably thought that he would have done. And he got a game on the board, and he's only down by 1 now.
Yeah.
It's 2 games in a row for Max. He's breaking. Shane's looking like he's sleeping in a chair right now. Yeah. He looks
like he's irritated.
Shots. Yes. He's frustrated a little bit. But, hey, there's still plenty of time left here. He needs winning the match.
He doesn't look worried. He just looks a little irritated, like he, knows he shouldn't have missed that 7 or shorted the shape. Both. All right, 4-3. Max trailing.
Max has already purchased his buyback. Shane is undefeated.
Oh.
Let's see. Robbie Capito is undefeated. Let's see if anybody else is here.
That's a guy to watch.
Alex Paguline is undefeated. Tony lost his last match, so he's got 1 loss. And that's it. Tyler Steyer is undefeated. And Shane, okay.
He's really struggling with that break. He's still hitting that 1 ball just a little bit thin, and he's not making either ball.
Hey, he's trying to soft break. He should try to crush him a little bit. That's 3 times in a row. He hasn't done anything on the break, and playing Shane or anybody else at this level, you got to make a ball on the break.
Yeah.
So you can gain control. So you can play safer, run out. You give yourself options. If you just break and leave them wide open, you don't have any options after that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's table 9. Too far down to see. Okay, Mika and Tony.
All right, good shot by Shane to get back up to the middle here. Got a nice angle on the 2. I don't know. I think it'd be ideal to come down the open side of the table. Shoot this with a touch of inside is what I like, and come down in between the big gap.
Yeah, Shane likes to swing the ball several rails.
Yeah, he did point towards the traffic. I'm not a fan of that, but,
I don't like bumping balls either. Well, if he hit it that high, he was going to miss everything.
Oh, I forget about the TV table. Like, he hit way up there. Like, on that outer table, there's no way that ball lengthens out off that 3rd rail that much, you think?
Well, this table's down. Well, I don't know. I think this table will lengthen out because it.
Well, I'm talking about on the outer tables.
Oh, okay.
It's lengthening out on this one is my point on how he was able to do that. Like, if he'd have hit that high on the outer tables, it would have certainly shortened
this table hasn't got as much play, so I think it's a little slicker maybe.
Yeah, it certainly is.
So back in the day, you had to worry about fluorescent lighting and stuff like that would heat it up and get it to play quicker. But this is LED lighting, and boy, let me tell you, what a setup of lighting it is. It's really nice.
Yeah, I do like it. This is new, right? They didn't have this all the time.
They had it at the International, Pat Fleming's International tournament in November.
Mm-hmm. So he's got a little funny on this where his angle is very small. He may have to force it 2 rails back out on top, or either draw and shoot the 7 in the opposite.
Does the 7 go
right.
past the 8? All right, doesn't matter. He's coming on top of it. He's overran it.
I think he had to just because his angle was so small in the 6. He kind of had to hit it with that much speed to force it to the rail. So he's got enough angle to just go across the table and back out to the middle here. He'll just go across and come back. A little low outside. All right. He wouldn't have mind going another foot or so, but this is okay. He could just come straight back across, just past the side here and just below the side there. He should be good on the 9 ball.
Close. He's there. Looks like Shane's going to get back on the board again here.
Yep. 5-3 after this 9 ball.
That's
Shane's
right.
still leading.
There it is.
Yeah, Max is at quite a disadvantage, not making balls in the break. He hasn't made one, and the way he's breaking them kind of suggests that he's been having trouble making them, actually.
Well, this match could barely easily be tied if he would have control after one of the breaks he had.
Right. He hasn't made a ball in the break yet.
Yeah. No, hasn't.
All right, so Shane just jumping that halfway mark, racing a 9. And the 2 ball is under the 1 now. I've been looking
First
at it
time
every
that's
time.
happened.
Yeah. All right, so breaking from this side, the 2 actually stays right near the rack, kind of, doesn't it,
Yeah,
from
it
this
does.
side?
Like almost motionless till the cue ball comes back across.
Yeah, see, it doesn't hardly move unless it gets bumped. And there's the shape right there.
Every ball's got a pocket. The 4 is
Yeah.
the only one that's a little tough.
Well, he does have quite a bit of angle on the 2 where he either has to run into the 3 or make use of the 9 to get shape, I think. I don't think he can just draw on top of the 3 from
It's
here.
close. It's going to be close to it if he can.
I think he has to hit it if he's just going to draw. He has to actually run into the 3 to get the shape. I don't think he can just slow it down or anything. Wondering if he could hit the top of the 9 and get it to act right. That's a little bit funny, though. If you draw any, you miss the 9.
Actually, no, it's a shot. He's trying to draw. He's gearing up. He's trying to draw it without hitting another ball.
Oh, he's definitely going to hit the 3, I have to say. Uh-oh, miscue. Wow.
That's what I said. He was trying to draw that ball. It looked to me like he was loading up, where he wanted to shoot that 2 and draw it and not hit the 9 or anything else and get shape for the 3. He really loaded up.
See, it looks to me like he has too much angle to actually just draw on top of the 3 from there. It looks like he had too much angle, but I guess we'll both have to just feel like we're right since he miscued. We'll never know.
I just didn't see why he was loading up so much. If he was going into the 9, he would the deflection would have sent the cue ball over off the 9. That's why I was saying it looked to me. I said, wow, he's really loading up, and then he miscues.
Right.
So he was really putting some extreme English, and you can see in his practice stroke he was trying to stretch his arms out and really get loose to shoot it.
Right. But he didn't really hit it that hard, did he? Like, he didn't hit it that hard.
It's hard to tell. He golfed it.
Yeah. All right, well, Max is straight in. He's coming back for this 4 in the side, I would say. That's good enough.
Yeah, sure. He's fine.
Yeah, he'll have to go down the bottom rail and back out above the 5, or go forward 2 rails above the 5. Either one's fine.
His positioning from the 6 to the 7 might be a little critical. That's the only really thing, if there's anything here that should be problems with this rack.
I would say from the 7 to the 8 is probably the
hardest. Yeah,
hardest.
that's what I'm saying, to get the angle from the 7 to the 8.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I like going all the way down below the 9 on the 7.
Yeah, sure. And then we go back across.
Yeah, that way you can just use the side rail.
Well, we'll find out what he's doing here by the angle he gets on the 6.
Right. He just needs to hit the rail and come past the straight in line where he's going down the table with his cue ball off the 6 is what I'd do.
One thing he's got to worry about is bumping the 9 if he has an angle to go toward the 7.
No, he got there. He's kind of looks like he kind of has to miss the 8. Looks like he's missing the 8 pretty easy. I don't know. Knowing Max, he may not even go down there.
Correct.
He may just
he's
stay
a straight
up on
pull
the
player.
top.
He likes to have less movement on the ball.
But this will make the shape easier. Like, he could end up with a bad shot on the 8 trying to play shape from where the 7 is up top, because then you end up too far away from the 8.
He can end up getting straight and just draw from the 7 to the 8 too.
All right. So he
got there.
We were sharing the same thinking. He needed to get to that side rail to make it easy. And he's done that. So just above the side here, 1 rail.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he gets near the rail, he's going to play the 9 in the same pocket because it's going to be almost a stop shot. You see the diagonal pattern leading there from the 8 to the 9.
Yeah, he'd like a little bit of angle on the 8 so he's not on the rail shooting the 9.
Well, that's like ball in hand here. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can bump it off. He's not going to need to do nothing. He'll bump it a couple inches off.
I don't know if he will. I
wouldn't
think
force
that I wouldn't force it from here so straight. I would just stop it and take my medicine.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's hard to tell.
When you have to add that much speed to get it, and it's not worth it, I don't think. Yeah, he ain't even worried about it. I wouldn't be. Not from that angle.
Well, he got a 1/4 inch anyway.
Yeah. I don't know how much difference that's going to make.
He just bear down and roll his ball in. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, we'll see.
He definitely took plenty of time for it. We have a 5-4 game here.
Yep, 1 game lead for Shane now. Max keeping it within 1, staying with him. But, you know, Max is having a lot of trouble on that break. You know, the first couple were dry and Shane had a shot. So Shane's probably just thinking he's going to get a shot after the break here.
Well, in a race to 9, if you divide it, I always think if you divide your match into 3 pieces, the first 3 parts of it, his break wasn't any good, to be honest with you. So why would you want to keep doing the same thing? So this is the second part of that 3 program. He needs to either hit him harder, copy what Shane did, or try to do something, but he's got to change his break.
Well, the difference is Shane is hitting them way harder, so he's getting a different reaction off of the break. You know, Max is like overcutting them, and he's hitting them easier, so he's not getting that same reaction for the side ball.
Well,
now the 2 is at the back where it's not supposed to be.
All right. Well, let's see if he speeds the break up here at all. He hasn't been. He's been breaking them soft. His bridge is a little taller, I notice here. See if he cracks into him a little harder. Well, I'd say it was a little harder.
Yeah, it was a little harder. He's still cutting them really thin, though, isn't he?
Well, he made 2 balls.
Oh, look at this 7 is gonna get in the way.
Well, actually, it rolled over to 10 plate. May have given him a shot. I'm not sure.
I don't know if it did or not.
The ball took a last little roll.
Oh, okay. Don't move the ball, Eddie. You don't have to. Just lift the rack up. Oh.
That's right. Oh, I hate that too.
Don't do it. Don't.
It makes the difference in the shot too. You should really just leave the template there completely if you think
right,
it could affect
because
the shot.
you know he could be like possibly hooked, and that little 16th of an inch can make a difference.
Well, I know that Max looked over to cut the ball because he already knew that it would go by. Now, a few years ago, I think it was 16. I was a tournament director at the U.S. Open in Norfolk. And when I went and refereed some too. And there's a couple times where there was a ball stuck to the 9. And it made the difference in the play. So I just told the players to continue on because I'm not going to change the outcome of the game.
Right.
Just going to have to play with a template on there. And they agreed.
So he's got this cut in the side, a little inside English here.
Sure.
And they didn't start the clock over. They gave him the benefit of the doubt on this because he got down right when the clock was ending. They didn't start over. And he hit it well. Watch the speed. Watch the speed. He's too far.
Yep. No gap.
Too far behind the 9. And this table's so slick that he wouldn't even be able to go to the side rail with some spin. He'd have to go 2 rails. I don't think it would grab enough to hit it.
He's looking to see if he can kick out at 1 rail.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I don't think he can use enough right to hit it with a slicker table. You know, it's not going to bite in as much. He doesn't have a natural angle, does he? It looks like the 9's kind of in the way.
1 rail. Needs to kick this up
I
table.
like 2 rails because you go towards the 7 and the 9 if you hit the inside of the 4. If you go 1 rail, it's hard to hide the cue. Look at this. Yeah, he almost got away with it. Okay.
I think it's the fastest I've ever seen Shane get out of his chair.
But you see what I'm saying on the two-railer right there, though? The two-railer, if he kicked it towards that pocket, the cue ball's going towards a 9-7.
He could have got lucky, got a bump and trapped him. Yeah, could have hooked him.
Yeah, the one-railer didn't present any kind of defense at all.
Shane was anxious to get out of his seat there.
And he messed up.
He ran to it, and then he didn't take his time here, and he left himself a pretty hard shot.
He's going long way here. He's going to come all the way.
Yeah, all the way. He's going 4 rails with a cue ball here for sure.
Yeah.
Just to make sure he gets down there.
Yeah, hit the bottom on the 4th rail, and he'll be able to slide up off the rail softly like this. Beautiful. Like it's automatic.
Now he can roll this ball past the 8.
Yep, right behind the 8, and have a nice shot on the 7. Bounce out off the rail there. And just short of the straight in line, so no problem with this. He can go to the side rail or either just draw it up to his position.
Just draw it back about a foot.
Yep.
All right.
And stay on the same side with this one or cross, whatever. Whichever one he wants. Perfect. Well, so finally Max did make a ball in the break and just came with the first shot, didn't get his shape.
Josh, we'd like to say hi to anybody out there that may be viewing, any family members, your local pool hall where you grew up, anything?
Oh, yeah, I can give a shout out to Grady's. I hadn't been there in a while, but that's kind of where I started playing on the big table. So shout out to Crystal that owns Grady's now. Haven't been there in a while, but, I still love you guys. And shout out to Mr. Q's. That is where I actually play out of now. Mr. Q's 2 in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, okay. Chamberlain Tucker Road. Shout out to them as well, and all the sponsors and stuff that supported me over the years. And anyone else who I forgot to thank, I'm sorry. Wasn't expecting any shout outs.
Grady used to stay with me every now and then. About 25, 30 years ago. We played a lot of pool together. Sure do miss him.
Yeah, I got to play him some before he got bad, and yeah, he actually offered to train me once, and I didn't take him up on it because he wanted me to run like 5 miles a day.
He was the first person inducted into the One Pocket Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
and I've been pushing for him to get into the BC Hall of Fame, and it's just a shame he's not there yet.
He should be there, definitely. Grady, the professor. All right, so he's got a shot on the 1. He's just going to cut it backwards with some good low left hold and slightly bounce off the rail for the 2.
Definitely not as hard as that 2 ball where he miscued a couple games ago on.
Yeah, he'll be. So nice shot there.
He's going to have to stretch here.
Oh, he's got that extension. He should be able to reach this comfortably. Now the key is getting shape. I think he'll have to go around here, right? Inside English?
I think he's just going to go to the side rail here and 1 rail over, play the shorter side of the 3.
Yeah.
No, he went 2 rails.
He went 2.
2 complete rails.
He went 2. Beautiful shot. He's got the perfect angle to stun towards that 5. He hit the rail just before the side pocket and got a nice shot on the 4. Nice. All right, so he can go 2 rails or either draw this ball, go under the 9, and shoot the 5 in the corner where he's standing. Seems like the light will work. Yep, that's it.
Needs a little bounce here, so you don't have a real awkward bridge.
Yeah, this is perfect. He's got a nice little angle to just get it out to the middle here off this shot. Just get it away from the rail. Yeah, he's flowing now. He smells blood.
Yeah, it's dangerous for this guy.
All right, so tic-tac-toe there after this 9 ball. 7-4.
7 games to 4.
Shane is making quick work of it now. It started out as a slow game, and he's getting those looks that he needs.
I must say hi to some people back out in Virginia. Everybody at Streetlights Billiards Academy. We have a private billiard club, the only one on the East Coast. I'm the house pro there. Dion and Anthony, everybody, hello. And also say hi to all my fans out there, the Legends of Pocket Billiards. I'm the promoter and founder of. The home of where Jason Shaw ran 714 balls, and he's going to keep doing it until he runs 1,000. So he's on a mission, and obviously my better half, Leslie, Thank her for allowing me to come out here for 9 days. All right, back to the break here. All right, we're going to watch the 5 and the 1, right, Josh?
Yeah, and the 2 ball's kind of in a funny spot. And look at this. He gets the perfect kiss to stay down there. Look at this.
And he made the 5 and the 1.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, he's not going to like this. He's going to be snugged up on that 9 real tight, I would say.
Yeah, it's just a matter of the 2 is lined up to the 6, so he's going to either have to miss this or just slow roll it and stick him. He's not going to be able to leave. I don't think he can leave distance along with the safe both. No, he did.
Yeah, he was able to hit the outside of that 6. And
he wanted to be closer.
Yeah, but he still left Max quite a bit of room to kick at the 2 ball.
He's going to kick here on the side where the 7's at. I don't think he should kick over near the 3.
No, definitely not.
The short rail here will compress. It's not. He should be able to read the angle better from over here.
Yeah, he looks like he's aiming really long. Is he about to shorten this ball? He looks like he's aimed right at the point.
Well, if he's using left English, he should be okay. He's got to hit. Well, there. Look at this. He kicked the combo in and scratched.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he had kicked so hard because he had a chance that he can have some separation there.
Well,
maybe get down. Maybe get the cue down by the 4. There's a lot of things that are going to happen there. He hit it extremely hard.
I don't think he was kicking with intention there. Like how we're talking about hitting the right side of the ball carries a safety. I don't think he's kicking with intention. I think he's kicking to try to make a ball.
Your chance of making a ball is probably 1 in 20. Your chance of getting a safe is 40 to 50%. I definitely would be kicking for safety instead of something else because there was nothing hanging in the hole. Everything was at least a foot from the hole except for the 4 ball.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So just 1 rail back out to the middle here.
He's good.
He would like to have went a little bit further, but he's still okay. 2 rails around the 8, and he should be going towards the 7 in that lower right corner.
All right, that's good.
Well, here's the key shape now. He looks pretty straight on this. If I'm him, if he's straight, I draw it back to where he is, where I'm shooting the 8 in the side. And if it's on the other side, I'm drawing it to the other side pocket. Okay, so that's what he did. He's good.
He just got there.
He got there. He can pass the side pocket on this.
Forced to roll the cue ball to the rail here. He went back across. He couldn't quite get across then. Okay, well, he's fine there, though.
Definitely.
That's
That'll
like
work.
ball in hand.
8-4 after this 9.
Even I can make the ball. All right. We haven't seen the best of Shane yet this match. He's had a few hiccups, but he's still doing okay. He's up. He's 2-1 on the games here, so he's 8-4 with Max, and he's breaking for the match here. Question is, will Mad Max Eberle get another turn at the table or not?
I don't know. The way Shane is breaking them up, the 2 is under the 1 here. 2 is under the 1, so this is the rack where the 2 doesn't hardly move from that side that Shane is breaking from. And the 3 is about to be gone, I would say. Wing ball, 1's going to be gone, so he'd be shooting that 2 ball. What do you think?
When Max, this match is over, if it ends here in a game or 2, he should look back and realize what beat him wasn't so much Shane as what it was his
the
break.
100% it was the break.
Because look at Shane made a ball. He actually made 2 balls on a break and was able to play a safety get ball in hand. That's what beat Max so far this match. Cue ball in, so here's Max got another chance.
Look at this.
Is any balls tied up? The 3 going to go by the 6? Yes.
Oh, we don't have any problems here.
No, just the 3 to the 4 is the hardest thing.
Right. So you have to.
The 7's a hanger to get to the 8 from. That's no problem. So I think really just the 3 to the 4.
Yeah, I would say that's the hardest, and he's got ball in hand now, so he would just
roll it to the rail. It gives you an automatic angle.
Right, you go past the straight in line and stay on that side where you're going toward the 4 exactly. Hope he doesn't try to get too close.
Yeah, I was saying don't get too straight. I was thinking the same thing. That ball did take a big bounce.
Absolutely perfect.
Yep. He's going to have the decision on the 5 what he's going to do, but obviously I think he's going to fall right by the 9.
I tell you the truth, that is a little bit of a funny, and it deserves some attention.
And he's elevated over to 7 a little bit.
No, he passed it. I think he passed
Well,
it.
the difficulty here is the 5 to the 6. What angle you're going to leave?
I would tell him I would go forward here and go to the 8 with the cue ball, one rail.
I like that, but unfortunately, he's going to try to stiff it across and end up being in a top right position to get to the 5 ball. Yeah, so now he's going to be playing top right. That's a narrow area there.
This is not bad though. He played.
No.
He played it good. He played it good. This is not terrible here.
Yeah, that's why I said he's going to play a little top right.
Well, on the slick table, you could run into the 9 here.
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, somewhere by the table spot, anywhere over there is fine. You're right about that. He's got to make sure he bears down on the shot. Right across the table spot, he's good.
Yeah, he did good. He did good.
Now he's just got to miss the 8 here.
2 rails back out to the middle. He wants to fall short of the straight in line where it's natural to just cut the 7 in the side and go 2 rails to the 8. That's what I like.
You can just go 1 rail, 2, and just bounce off the rail. He went to, ooh, wow. Ooh.
See, that 2 rail angle gives him this automatic angle where you can cut it and just naturally go to the 8 with the cue ball just rolling the way it wants to go.
That 6 hit a couple rails going in.
That's the beauty of playing on the TV table. The pockets play a little bit more forgiving.
And he wants to cut this a little thinner here.
I like hitting it a little thicker so it goes toward the side pocket more like this. So when you hit it thinner, you end up with that longer shot. That 8 ball becomes pressure. So I like to get close if I could. He's a little straight, though, so he's going to be shooting the 9 from about where he is now if he wants to have any room off the rail.
He wants to get at least to the side pocket, a little draw at least to the side pocket. Because you don't want to press this pocket here and not get a shot.
See, this is okay. See, but he's still near the rail. That's why I was saying I like to be closer to straight if I'm going to be near the rail. So we'll see how he hits it. See how he comes through. Takes his time on those 9 balls.
Great shot.
Good shot.
Dead center. Well, this he needs to conquer, Josh. He's got to do something here with the break.
Well, he did make some on the last break, and he made the first ball, and then he just hit it too hard, right? He
definitely increased the speed. 8 to 5.
So if Shane had that same shot, he would have run out that rack.
Well,
the one where he had to cut the 3 on the side and he overran it.
Well, one thing's for sure, Shane could take his break cue and put it back in his case because he's not breaking anymore this match.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
And he can't jump with it because of the new rule.
Yeah. That's why I left a low tip on mine so I could jump with full cue.
Yeah, a few guys ground their tips down.
Yeah, everybody kept asking me why did I change it. I said, this is my derby tip. There's no jump cues. You got to be able to jump. So a lower tip, you get more of a solid contact, make a jump easier.
All right, Max is moving the ball to almost dead center to break this here.
Oh, my gosh.
That doesn't allow the balls to create the angles to come down, so your wing balls a lot of times hit really, really short.
He's just going to smash him probably if he's hitting from the center.
See, the 6 ball was like 1.5 feet away from the corner pocket.
Wow.
Well, at least he did try something, but he should have did that earlier in the match. He made nothing. He got fortunate here not to leave Shane even a piece of the 1 ball.
No, he didn't leave him anything really at all. And Shane's going to have to find a place to push here. And it's tough because that 8 sitting in the pocket definitely can create a shot if you can see any of it. He may have to push out into like a jump shot or something. I don't know. Maybe push over here to the side rail behind the 2 or leave a piece of it where you can bank at it. I don't know. It's definitely a touchy push. So he's going to try to put him on the back rail where he can only see a piece of that 1, and that's super tough. Man.
There's just the balls are so spread out. It isn't like you really can get. It's fortunate to be able to tie a guy up. He's going to leave a piece of the side of the right-hand side of the 1.
Well, Max has got to shoot at this 100%, Well, he doesn't have to.
Does he got enough to make the ball?
I think he does. I believe he does.
Like if he hits it, he's going to make it.
Yeah, it's just so thin,
He's looking at it.
it definitely goes. But I don't know. Like, look at the shape though. Even if you make it, you're either going towards that side or you're coming 2 rails down here into these balls or below. So worrying about the cue ball is a big deal. I think I'd give it back.
I think Shane would take it back.
I'm sure he would, but this is not automatic for Shane either.
No, the cue ball's going to be traveling a long ways here, and to miss all these balls if you do make it would be a miracle. All right, did he hit anything? He hit the 9.
Right, see what I'm saying? Like, look, now look. Oh, he got a shot out of it. He trickled past the 4.
Yeah, the 8's laying in the hole.
Yeah, I think he got a shot out of it. I think he can shoot the 2 ball fully into the 8. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe he has to curve it some.
Well, if he can't, I mean, he has to play this ball almost like he's playing a cross corner and hit it short and send it up and down. He's hitting down on the ball. This makes me think
he
that
may be able to shoot it into the rail and make the 2 ball hit the rail.
rail
then
first
the 8.
into the 8?
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see what he does.
The way he was pointing at it suggests that he couldn't hit it fully. Oh, he could hit it fully. That was ball right there.
Maybe using a bridge here.
Maybe. I think it looks like he can reach it. This 1 rail past the side here. You don't try to mess with the 6 or anything. You just go right down the middle of the table. You're gonna have to get an extension maybe.
He's got one on his cue already.
Oh, does he? See, I like to get one to where I can still stroke the ball the normal way. I don't like the dart stroke. It never did suit me. Couldn't get used to it.
All right, well, he's going 1 rail here to send the cue ball in the direction to the 7, short of it, though, of course. So then you cut the 2 in and send the cue ball toward the 7 to get position for the 3.
Good shot, and he cleared the 4. He's good.
One of his best shots of the match was with a bridge.
Yeah, and he's got the perfect angle to just go 2 rails to the 4 on the side, and the 5 lays natural position from there. So
you don't want to end up short because the 4 won't pass the 6.
It'd be all right if
easy. It's either way. I would roll for the side.
Yeah, definitely the side. 2 rails. I like getting off the rail here. I'm not going to go 1. I'm going to go 2. Oh, maybe he had more angle than I thought. And he got on the wrong side of this. He may have to go below the 5 or either draw this into the side rail to shoot the 5 in that
we used
corner.
to call this, you could sometimes roll it forward and call it a heavy ball, but he's actually too far to the 4 ball's too far to the right here.
Yeah, he's going to go toward the 6. I think he has to draw this ball back into the side rail and go all the way across that way.
I think he's going to try to roll it down and be close to the corner pocket and play the 5.
He's
play
putting
the 5 ball.
a yank on it. Look how low he's queuing up. He's going to draw it into the side rail and back across. Like that. Bar table shape.
Not bad.
He does have quite a bit of angle on this, so you have to put a lot of emphasis on making the ball here. But he has a lot of room, so I'd hit this with some low left and try to pass the side. That way I'm pretty straight on the 6. So I'm going to draw back past the side on the right side of the table, just past the side and back out to the middle. I don't like hitting it with top. You might end up with too much
I like
angle
hitting
on
down
the
on it,
6.
but just not drawing it because you got a cross side. Main thing is just make this ball.
Looks like he's hitting it with a little high outside and just try to kill it with that. And he overcut it. But look, he way overrolled it. Looked like he planned to miss it. Look where he put his cue ball.
Yeah, that was no good.
All right, so Shane's 100% going to bank this ball. Yeah, there's no safety here. He's banking this little cross corner.
I think he's going to chop at it.
You think he's going to?
I think he's going to cut at it and send the cue ball several rails here.
Oh, you could be right. I mean, it is close to the pocket, and the pocket.
It's a tough, stiff cross corner for you. Yeah.
For Shane, this is the easy cross corner. That guy banks good.
I think for you, it's a hanger. I don't know about this, but let's see.
Oh, he's good. He can hit the good side of it. He's perfect.
He's good. He's going to run out quick now. He can smell it. It's over.
Yeah, this is the end of the match. Yeah, we're looking at. Yeah. That'll kill it. Max is still going to be a hard down and let him shoot it, though. And I don't blame him. It's old school experience right there.
That's a good That's a good tournament for Max.
It was a good match.
Yes, sir.
And I hope y'all have me back. But until then, this is Josh Roberts. I'm tuning out for ACCUSTATS. Hope you enjoyed the match.